Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was he?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Eckler. And he coughed it up, and the Cowboys have recovered. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Cowboys' 12-yard line.
Eckler now between the tackles. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. We're scoreless after 1. Herbert on third down now. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. This is intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, at the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Right here, 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
At the 26-yard line.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit. But not
on Herbert, his third interception. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot, 67 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, 60 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. First down, Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half. Not just.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Sonny Michel, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the give, this is Eckler. Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Michel going to try again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Sonny Michel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Eckler. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Now it's Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 29 yards. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball.